Hey guys, welcome back to Benos Esther Malka's channel. On today's game review, we are going to check out Wildcraft. So part one of the video, I'm going to do an unboxing, show you exactly what's in here. Part two of the video, you're going to head over to my table, in which case I'm going to teach you how to play this game. And part three, I'm going to let you know my opinion so you guys can make a better choice of games versus just going right ahead and spending the money. Now, if you're new to this channel, I highly urge you to subscribe because we post a game review every single week. And if you're like me and purchase a gazillion games, you know what? Watch these videos and see what's the best fit for your family so you'll actually get the games you will love. So let's start off with Wildcraft. As you could see, it is very nicely designed, the box. It's got this nature feel to it, and it's for ages 4 and up. So that is a huge plus. The gameplay says 45 to 60 minutes, and it's from 1 to 4 players. Reality is it's a co-op game, co-op cooperative, so you can make it for as many as you want. This is a square, I would say about average size, so it does fit nicely on the shelf. And it has the side over here which says what it is, so you know exactly what game you're taking off the shelf. So let's open it up and I will show you. The first thing, of course, is the board. Oh, huge game board. We're sideways. Yes, we are. Okay, huge game board. Really nice playing surface, all nature themed and just attractive for kids. And since this is a kids game, of course that's what we're looking for. Next, you have the instructions. Just something to point out in this game. I like the instructions because there's a story behind the game. You're not just playing. It's telling you, it's quite long, but it's a nice introductory story. And then it has the instructions, and there are other levels that you can play, and I believe there's some sort of podcast or app or something that you can actually learn as you go along. So this is, I guess, multiple levels of play, so you can play with the technology or without, and just as fun. Next, you have the spinner. The spinner it's cardboard with a plastic little doodad over here. It is nothing special, but it does its job, and so far, so good. Next, we have the problem cards, and let me show you. So they have the X because you have a problem. You have like a sprained ankle, you have a sore throat, and then you have a splinter, and so on and so forth. The problem card, actually, it says what it is, and there are icons below, so we'll learn about those later on. Next, we have the actual herb cards, and it says the name of the herb along with its, I guess, scientific name. So depending on your kids, this is actually more interesting for the older kids to learn different herbal names. And just a quick, as you can see in the corner here, see that? And I showed you the icons below. So this kind of helps you match the herb to the icon. So if you're sick in the desert or wherever, in this case the mountain, you'll actually learn what herbs cure whatever it is you have going on in life. So that's just a fun little addition, especially for people like me who know nothing. We have these cards. These are called helper cards, and on the back, just tell you quickly, it says you can bring one player forward or you can actually help another player. So it's a cooperative game, so you need these cards to actually cooperate. Of course, we have our pieces that move around the board. Considering this is actually a quite detailed game and everything about this was detailed, I do have a problem with these pieces. They're just simple and plain. It's not really a problem, but like I said, everything is themed. And then you have these. And then, of course, they include, which you'll know shortly, they include these tokens, which these represent huckleberries. I mean, they're cute, they're blue, I kind of get it, but like I said, everything else is so detailed. And then this is, the moon does make sense, you know, because sunrise to sunset and you're blocking it out. This one makes sense, but in terms of the pegs and it does its job. So let's actually go ahead and play Wildcraft together. Two things before you play Wildcraft. Number one is the setup, and number two is the story. So as you could see here by the setup, there's a lot going on in the beginning. You have the board in the middle, then you have the spinner on the side, you have your helper cards, and those are the rainbow cards. You have the sickness cards, or like the problem cards, it's going to happen along the way. And then last but not least, you have your herb cards. So to start off the game, I introduced the story where we are people, we are starting at Grandma's house, we are going around the path before sunsets because we don't want to be hiking in the danger, and we are picking huckleberries from the patch so Grandma can make huckleberry pie for us. Now, that's kind of cute. Makes them more exciting to play. Also, you have to understand this is a team effort. So you guys, in a way, are working together. So the first thing to start off with is we draw 3 cards. I think 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I have my 5 cards, and these are going to help me along the way. So let's say blue goes first. They spin the spinner, and they get 6. So blue moves 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no! Blue is coughing. Oh dear. So as you can see, this is an interactive game. So blue is then going to match up the little icons and see, does Oregon grape help for coughing? And the answer is nope. Then does herb Robert help for coughing? Ooh, no. Oh dear. Does valerian help for coughing? Yes, it does. So then they will exchange or discard valerian, and now they are no longer coughing. And in which case, green goes. Oh, one more thing I forgot. Once they are healed, they go to a purple to rest. Now, here's the cute part. There is some sort of, we don't really play this way because we don't have technology so much in terms of our work. But if you see, they're all numbered, the purple ones, and it's either a podcast or an app or something that the kids can actually listen to stories, which I thought was super cool. Anyway, so blue gets 4. And green gets 4, sorry. And of course, that icon over there means, ta-da, they get a free herb to add to their collection. Jewelweed, super cool for green. Now blue goes again. And blue gets, what is it? Oh, 6. Whoo! Running around the board fast. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no. Sick again. Let's see what our problem is. The problem is, cuts. So like before, I'm not going to do it because you go through the card, you cure your cuts, and basically this is an interactive game. You keep having problems as you hike, and fast forward a few rounds, you get to the huckleberry patch, okay? Once we're at the huckleberry patch, we take turns collecting huckleberries, and in which case, these represent the huckleberries. The blue represents the huckleberries. Every player takes turns, total 2 huckleberry baskets per player, and once everybody reaches the huckleberry patch, you go right back down to Grandma's house and give it to Grandma. But beware, every time you land on a moon, oh my goodness, we have a setting sun. And as you could see here, the sun starts to rise, gets up at noon, starts to set. If we place all of the setting suns across the board and we do not make it to Grandma's house, we lose the game. So in order to help this game kind of speed up a bit, as you could see, every time you are injured, you get to jump to a rest once you are cured. And you can use these helper cards. For example, this happened to us. One player slipped down the mountain as we were running up. Instead of waiting for this player to catch up, we used the helper card, brought the player up, and you know what? We made it. Just as a quick note that you should be aware of, I've played this game quite a few times by now, and we are proud to announce that we have never, ever, ever got stuck by a setting sun. So give this video a thumbs up if you've had the same experience with Wildcraft. So what do I think of Wildcraft as a game? 1 being I love it, 2 being you decide, and 3 being you stay away. I am actually going to have to give this game a 2. And I'll tell you why. This game, it's beautiful. And I really, really want to love it. And a matter of fact, I do enjoy it. But to me, it's just more of a fancy cross between Chutes and Ladders and Candyland. So in terms of the older kids, meh, at best. Next, I'd like to bring your attention to the herb cards here. Now, because the herbs are constantly changing, or constantly getting sicknesses, and that's the point of the game, for a person like myself who has no background in herbology or, plants for medicine and stuff like that, I couldn't really educate the kids to the way this game could be used. What I mean is do we use it raw? Do we use it cooked? Do we use it dried? Do we put it on the skin? Do we ingest it? I mean, these are all fantastic questions. And I wish, deep down in my heart I wish, that I had the knowledge to actually bring out that part. So, if you're like me and have no knowledge of herbs, no knowledge of the medicine, then you know what? This is just a fancy Chutes and Ladders, Candyland type of game. But if you have a background in herbology or any of these fantastic, sciences that use herbs to heal people, then by all means, your kids will benefit so much for this game. On the flip side, if you're like me and know nothing and want to take the time to learn it, well then guess what? Do something simple. In your free time, start by matching the different cards, and learning by yourself and learning as you play. So, if you like Wildcraft, give this video a thumbs up. And you know what? Can't leave a comment below, so here's what I'm going to do for you. Number 1, I'm going to leave a link to Wildcraft because I think this game has a lot of potential. And you know what? Just because it's not for me, I think it's for you. On that note, I would love to hear what you thought of Wildcraft. If you have it, if you don't, head over to my Instagram account. I'm going to leave a link below as well. YouTube turned off my comments. I don't know. But anyway, head over to Instagram and let me know what you think of Wildcraft. Do you have a background in herbal medicine? Do your kids enjoy it? Do you go on hikes? Did you find this game helpful? I mean, there are so many questions. I just can't wait to hear from you guys. So, like I said, check out the link below, head over to Instagram, and let's discuss Wildcraft because this game, I think, 2 for me, tons of potential for you. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe because we have another game review coming next week. Bye.